I'm having this experience right now of sort of like this new honeymoon phase with God now that I realized it was 10 years that I was out of the loop of compared to how I used to be, growing up and through my whole life. And then, when I couldn't find a church that felt right to me, when I moved to Maui, it kind of subtly went away. And then now here 10 years have passed and I'm back in my spiritual practices and I'm experiencing like this honeymoon phase with God. So I just couldn't help but say, I invite you to have a love affair with God. Um, it is totally bringing me back to life. I'm just in tears because every day almost, because I'm just so touched by when I'm reading something or when I'm like streaming something from God. You know, there's just nothing like being online instead of offline. I just can't, I just wouldn't want to live life any other way. And I did for 10 years. And I was successful. And I was like, this still isn't enough. And like something was missing. And I just wish that I had woken up faster and realized that it was because I had gotten out of my church community and my spiritual practices. And I was dying at the vine without even really knowing it. It's so subtle the way it happens. And now that I'm back, it was like this coming home experience and like, oh my God, this is breathing life back into me. And it's life force, literally. I mean, it's the spirit of life, the spirit of life that lives in me because I've invited God to live in me. And what a difference. It's like night and day. And I'm glad that I have an amazing testimony and story to share from how things kind of fell apart in my life after my success period. And I think God was just trying to call me home and get me to a place where I was like, oh yeah, I need to go get back with God, because what a difference. It's just fascinating for even me, who's someone who was born into a Christian non-denominational family. And even I'm just like, wow, it's amazing how much better life is. It's sort of like life is so much better when you're in love, and life is so much better when you have God. Why do it without Him? I, but if you have never experienced that, it's worth checking it out. So that's my invitation for today.